such leagues and whatnot. So that kind of brings me to the question of here at home with WOGL. With tournaments in general, actually, what attracts you in a tournament? Is it rather the prizes? Is it the broadcast capabilities? What attracts you guys as a team to come and participate in tournaments? We'll start with you, Chelsea.
Mainly it's just the prize money, because I don't think any of the top teams would participate in a league where this wasn't like monetary prize.
I see. You guys?
I think it's not only the prize money, but how much. Well, it's basically mostly money, because the popularity, that's going to give you some kind of revenue and income and popularity. So yeah, that, and for the fun of it too. Just if you can get flown out somewhere like Sweden or anywhere in the world to play a video game, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, no doubt. It is definitely, especially with all those hours you put into the game, you definitely want to be paid off for it. All that hard work and practice that you do with your teammates, it definitely pays off to go on to a trip like that, to go to an entirely different culture, to go compete in a game that you've been practicing on for a very long time, in a game that you absolutely love. So that's definitely something that you guys will look forward to. Now, specifically in, let's say, a tournament, we'll start with you, Dyrus. What do you want to see in a tournament as far as structure is concerned? Do you have any specific things that, like, for instance, a single elimination tournament? Do you like that type of style? Do you like, let's say, a double elimination tournament? What are your thoughts about that?
I like it when it's kind of like a roundabout way where you can pretty much face everyone, see who you win and lose against, but I guess that might take too much time. There's always been problems with the tournament format, and no one really knows the best one. There was not all of us agreed with the DreamHack tournament format, or it wasn't that we didn't agree with it, it's just that we thought it could be better, and things in the format, the rules, and if like something happens, like let's say a laptop overheats and blue screen, that match should be instantly restarted. So I don't know, something to do with the rules and format I'm not too big on.
What are your thoughts about the rules and formats for a tournament, and something that you may want to see changed or improved on for any kind of tournament that you may participate in, Charles?
I don't really have like a preference for like optimal rules, but what I don't really like in tournaments is when there's a best of one, because on any given day, if a team has a bad game, then they're just going to lose. So sometimes, if you mess up once and you're just out of a tournament, it just doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of people like that second chance ability to kind of prove themselves from that first falter or mess up. You never know. Somebody could be having a blowout on their computer, like you said. It could be a computer overheat, and maybe it was at that very clutch moment, and you maybe want to redeem yourselves a little bit, and you might not have to, maybe in a single limb tournament. You never know, things could happen. But moving on here, in your mind, what is your thoughts about like streaming? We have a WOGL TV, which is our media streaming arm, affiliated with WOGL, of course, for Online Gaming League. What are your thoughts about the streams? I mean, phenomenal streams from DreamHack. So what are your thoughts about those? Sorry, you guys.
What do I think about the quality and stuff? When I watched it, it looked good to me. I'm not too sure about it. I just know there's lots of people, and other than some of the mistakes the announcers do, it's pretty.
It's always funny to see those flub sometimes that they say, or they can't pronounce a name right, or just completely get messed up and whatnot. What about you, Chaucer? I know there's a lot of people watching that DreamHack. I keep referring to it, but there was a huge amount of people watching it. What are your thoughts about broadcasting on esports with League of Legends?
I feel like broadcasting is one of the key steps in making League of Legends community scene bigger. Because if we have like a large viewer base, it just makes it seem like League of Legends is very competitive, even if like we still lack a replay function. But the fact that there are so many people following it, it gives incentive for people to be competitive.
Yeah, no doubt. Just a little bit of questions about your team now. Let's focus on you, Dyrus. What kind of things is Epic doing to prepare for the upcoming season in season 2?
We've been trying to get like 3 or 4 scrims a day. We've been trying to practice. We've been trying to pick up like a 5th dedicated support player and possibly a 6th because I mean, what happened before was we had 5 people and 1 left without telling us, and then we got screwed over, so now we can't go to Germany because we messed up the qualifying matches to even get to the qualifier, but that's just how it goes. We're just practicing, and right now so a lot of our players like Salsi, we're just gonna get platinum, so we're gonna get that season 1 award. And then when it is season 2, a lot of us are gonna be practicing, or if we can't practice together, then we'll be solo queuing a lot. We'll probably be on top of the ladder somewhere.
Alright. What about you, Chelsea? What kind of things is CLG doing to prepare for season 2?
Well, after DreamHack, we've been practicing a lot more, so now we're probably trying to get the team into playing dedicated roles. And also, yeah, that's basically it. Trying to get more skills with teams.
That's
not so much like solo queue 100% of the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different aspect to play with different people than it is with the guys that you play with all the time. You know where they're going to go. There's a lot of advantages to it. This is directed towards, I guess, season 1. What are some things that you would change from all the tournaments that you guys participated in up until the national qualifier? What kind of things would you like to see changed from the heading into season 2, Chaucer?
I feel most of the tourneys were run okay, other than there's a few smaller tourneys where like I don't really want to name the tourney, but like we participated in one tournament with CLG where the tourney would just stop sending updates for the rounds. So I feel like if you're gonna run a tourney, just make sure like you're consistent. So some tourneys they just don't even keep to a schedule. Oh yeah, the biggest thing is time too. Like even now for Go for Laws every week, no one ever shows on time. And everyone just ends up spending like 10 hours on their computer just to play out for one small tournament. They gotta enforce the time policies, you know, gotta be more punctual.
Oh yeah, especially with League of Legends. I mean, even just one single match can last a long time. So, with you, Dyrus, what do you think that should be changed heading into season 2 based off of season 1 and all the tournaments?
I feel the same way. A lot of tournaments, they screw around too much. They need to get all their times down and be stricter. But the biggest thing I want to see in the difference for this upcoming season is have Riot put in a pause button, because who knows how many times that we could have potentially lost games because like something happened, like disconnects or over buffering or anything like that, just unfortunate events. That pause button is just so huge to put in, and that's why sometimes some people will see it as a joke, because then something will happen and they'll be like, oh, what do we do now? Oh, look, we have a pause button. We can wait for them to fix their shit and we can get back to playing the game. And no one will have arguments or sign any petitions or anything like that. But then other than that, I look forward to seeing everything grow and hopefully see more people more and enjoy the game instead of like well, yeah, just enjoying the game. You know, that's why I kind of troll a lot, because it's mostly I have most fun when, you know, see my character laugh, or you kill someone, you taunt them. It's just for the fun.
That's definitely funny to spam that L and just start laughing when they hit you once, and you start laughing at them. Oh, that hurt. Yeah. Definitely, it adds a different aspect to the game, especially in League of Legends. I might admit it is quite funny. Continuing on here, I know there was a little bit of drama recently with another league that you guys may have had here. I just want to give you the chance to kind of clear the air of anything that happened. I believe you guys made a post about all of this, but now you can see it live here. So, I guess start with you, Choster. You want to clear the air any?
I don't really have too much to say. Like, I don't feel like I was offended or anything. It's just some of the administration just seems to be really unprofessional when they're doing their duties. Like, I know you're when you work for an organization like NESL, you're gonna, it's for free. Of course, you're gonna get fed up if you have to deal with players that troll too much. But at the same time, you're expected to work at like a higher. You're just the expectations as an administrator is much higher than that for a player. And I feel like it's wrong for an organization to punish like the players, because since the rule is just a loophole. Like, if the administration chooses to be whatever, like corrupt or whatever, not corrupt, that's the wrong word. Just not professional or whatever, and the rules state that you can't say anything about it, then how will you know anything will ever be done about it? There's nothing you can do. It's like a lose-lose situation.
I definitely know what you mean. Even here with WOGL staff, we strive for optimal and just the best professionalism we can give, because that is one thing that we like. We like that personability with the players. As tonight, right now, we're actually hosting a League of Legends draft that is going on right now, and we get to participate. We get to not participate. We get to kind of commute with the different players that come in and participate in our draft, and it's good to get to know the players on that level and still have that line of professionalism when you're doing leagues and whatnot, and the players feel more comfortable and when they come and would like to participate in tournaments and whatnot. So again, Dyrus, if you have any thoughts about some of the things that should be done differently?
Not really. I mean, every game, well, not every game, but this game, like Dota has had so much time to fix out their stuff, and all the games have had so much time, and League, everyone's kind of new to League in its own way. It's kind of like a new genre, MOBA, introduced to the game, and it will eventually be perfected over time.
Indeed. So one question I do have to ask, you guys here, like, how do you guys get along? I know you guys are maybe like national rivals and whatnot, but you guys friends and whatnot? You guys were overseas and whatnot, so how's that relationship between you guys?
For the most part, all the top players are pretty much all friendly with each other. Just like maybe a few like personal grudges, but other than that, like CSM, EG, CLD get together pretty well. Get along pretty well, I'd say.
Yep, we all may act tough on the internet, and we met each other in real life, and it turns out everyone was just really cool, and made some closer bonds and friendship and all that goody stuff, and we just all want to have fun and win.
Definitely, yeah. All of you guys pretty much have the same mindset going in and even going out and to prepare for the next tournament. And it's like, hey, well, I'll see you there. It's like, all right. Anyways, though, for those up-and-coming teams, what kind of advice would you give to them? I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of them watched the DreamHack and seeing what you guys did to prepare for that and actually compete in there and actually do well. What kind of advice would you give to those up-and-coming teams that want to participate in tournaments for League of Legends? Let's start with you, Justin.
I guess the first thing I would say, like, even though there are a few top teams, like, I'm sure, like, EG, TSM, and CLD stand out, UNR too, and RS, Like we're just like